I like to ask this question, and I know that yours is a very impressive answer. So, how long have you been with Young Living?
Ah, 23 wonderful years.
23 years. How freaking cool is that? And so you've been through everything pretty much.
Yeah, Martha, I got to go to Gary's clinic here in Utah for almost 7 years as one of his patients.
Wow.
So we did the whole Young Living.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's almost Young Living is in your cells. It's like in your blood, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I love that. So
So wrap your head around this, Martha. When we started,
yes.
there were only 5 oils.
Oh my word.
And I never got to ask Gary. I should have wrote them down what they were.
Uh-huh.
We didn't even have, as I remember back, we didn't even have lavender yet.
Oh wow.
There
Holy
wasn't enough of it
moly.
to diffuse yet. Yeah. But
Wow.
so look at what we have now versus when we started.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So where was your how was how was like the business side of things up until you found out about Go for Gold? Like for 23 years, what was going on with that?
Well, I took the more of the healing side of Young Living
Mm-hmm.
because of my own health. I used to spend 90% of my time in bed.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I
Wow.
needed to get myself better so I had the energy that I could even get out of bed.
Right. That's amazing.
And
So,
now I do over 800 massages a year. That's how things have
wow.
changed. And it
Wow.
was the clinic that changed so much for me.
Yeah. Now, for your Young Living, because this is like a Go for Gold thing right here that we're talking about. So, like, how has Go for Gold changed your business?
So much. At
Wow.
first, Martha, because I'm on the healing side of Young Living, I couldn't wrap my head around Go for Gold.
Uh-huh.
To be honest, I'm like, okay, that's not for me because I'm the healing side of Young Living.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to do some shifting. And gosh, I just brought tears to my eyes. And I just connected with you. And I'm like, this is for me. I have to do this. There's
Mm.
so many other programs out there that I've reached out to. Nope, come back to Martha. Come back because she knows what she's doing. Even my husband, Martha, said, go do this program because Martha knows what she's talking about.
Oh, I mean, I do.
You do. You do. And I love, that's why I put on like messengers to you on your, when you're talking on Facebook Live is I need a Martha because I love, I love that energy of you. I'm like, this lady resonates with me. People's like, how do you do what you do in a day? Young Living. Now, Martha, the difference from Gold for Gold is I would lay on my bed and I'm like, okay, I got to reach out to these people. I got to reach out to these people. And that's what I would say, and I wouldn't do anything because I didn't have a
Right.
system. This gives me a system to work on. And Martha, I sit and I listen to the module and I write everything down word for word. So I get it in my head.
Yep.
Otherwise, this is a message I want to leave with people is because they get too overwhelmed. They look at the whole picture
Yeah.
and they're not looking at one bite at a time. So what I did with my bat signal is I wrote 50 things down that give me passion.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started eliminating what, nah. Yes, and that was like a flashing light. And that's what I went
I
with
love it.
that bat signal instead of saying, oh, well, and get on the student page and like, I don't know what to do with my bat signal. I'm like, okay, I got to take a paper and write down 50 things. No one else knows what gives me passion but me. So
Right.
I write down the 50 things and then boom, then I have my bat signal. I
Yes.
didn't grow up with a computer, so I just sit and listen. listen to, maybe I'm OCD, but I sit and listen to Ashley on the modules when I'm riding my bike. So I put my
Oh,
earphones in and it goes with me on my bike.
I love
And then
that.
I sit there and listen to it and listen to it. And I take a piece out of it instead of the whole pie. Because then
Yes.
it's too much.
That's the not a lot of people truly understand this, that go for gold is the way. This is so obviously I'm a business strategist and I come from the business world where you create sequences. Essentially you create sequences for to nurture um, prospects or prospective customers into buyers through all sorts of different businesses and things like that. So that's how everyone that is successful right now in business period, not just Young Living, in business period, that's how they're doing business. So instead of teaching you guys, you do that, like you have to learn all of this and then put it together
No.
and learn all of this. So what we do, it's literally do this module, do these things. You
Yes.
don't need to know why. You're building something.
Yes.
We're walking you through building this entire thing out. And at the end, you look back at it like, whoa, there's now this machine behind me building my business for me.
Yes.
And all I had to do was step by step stuff. And so whenever people ask me, because there are some people, they'll come to me and they'll say, well, I'm a little bit older, I'm not computer literate, computers weren't around when I was younger, and I get it totally. And and they'll say, is this something I can do? And I say, if you can follow instructions, it's absolutely something that you can do.
Yes,
There's
because it spells it right out for you on the modules.
yeah.
But people will use chicken exits because it gets them out of it. So my message is you guys learn the lesson. If you have to, sometimes I have to listen to like the bat signal. I had to listen to that like 4 times.
Yeah.
Till I got it.
That's the biggest one.
Yes. And then my story, I had to get out of my own head. Nobody wants to hear my story. And I had to step out of my own voices and say, yes, there's a message in here for someone.
Yes. Oh, Kaye Lynne, I love that. That's like that. It truly, that's exactly it. We get in our own way, not in a way that's,
Yes.
you hear that all the time. People get in their own way, da, 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 da. Well, it's why. Drill down even further. Why are we getting in our own way? What are we not worthy of? What do we feel like people don't care about? What do we feel like we're not authorized to talk about? What are all those things? And are they even true? When you can actually look at them, are they even true? And they're not, but they're running our lives.
We let them because we know nothing else.
There it is.
And so I get out of my own way. And I see, Martha, the biggest thing is I see the uniqueness in me. I can't tell you how many times, and today it's so unique because it's the 2 years that Gary passed away, is today. So I put Valor on me this morning for Gary. I feel him so much as I'm doing massage. And I said, what would Gary do? He has his papers all out in front of him of his direction, his map. Yeah. And that's what you guys, that's what Martha has given us with Go for Gold. She is a mini Gary. She has given us her map. I know, it's so humbling today because I miss that man so much. I can't tell you how many times I'm working on people, energy work, and I say, okay, Gary, I don't know what to do. You have to step in and help me with this. And I know, Martha, for a fact that that's what Gary did with me with this because I wouldn't get out of my own head. And I'm like, no, there's 2 types of things in Young Living. There's the healing and the business, and I'm the healer. So what? I can put them together and make such a wonderful business for me and my family. Yes. 100%. I have so much knowledge. Gary came out with the oil, Live with Passion. Do you know why, Martha?
Why?
So that he would get out of bed with passion and not hit the floor. He would tell us that for years. You guys, another oil, highest potential. Put it on your ears. Gary would put it on the ears of his horses before he went into jousting, and his horses would stay focused. Oh, wow. So there's a little couple secrets that you probably didn't know
Oh,
about Gary.
I love that.
And Gary would say, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm with you. I didn't grow up with computers. I look at it, I'm like, huh? But Martha has made it so simple. If you don't understand it, go like I do. Take your earphones and sit and listen to the module while you're exercising.
Mm, yeah.
Write it word for word. That's how I learn things.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that makes so much more sense. Now I can sit down at the computer and I can write my story. You guys, you're not writing it for you. You're writing it for someone else.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
some message that someone else needs to hear, but you have to know how unique you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we get in our own head and we don't see a better part.
Yeah.
And then the biggest thing is we let our to-do list stop us. We've got kids homeschooling, we've got our job, our husbands at home. And where does your time
Mm-hmm.
pushes us aside?
Mm-hmm.
Then you come and then you get on the student page and say, I don't know how to do this and this and this. But how much have you put it to the test?
Exactly.
You've got to
Exactly.
move forward with these modules. So what if you have to do it 10 times? Doesn't matter.
Figure it out.
It's
Yeah, the
yes, it
directions are there. Just do it.
just do it. The
Mm-hmm.
directions are there. Martha has given us everything. You guys, I'm so excited and moving my business forward. You know,
Oh.
we're a little different market in Utah, which is funny because corporate is here,
Uh-huh.
but Young Living didn't build here. They went outside of Utah.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? I don't care. I'm still going to do the little modules bit by bit, and whoever is meant to come into my tribe will come. And I
Yes.
love how Martha talks about she doesn't go out and fish for, I mean, she doesn't go out and grab people. They come to her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's the biggest part I've learned in this journey with Martha so far is people connect to me. And I mean, I did 2 Facebook Live with my book. This is the 3rd one I've done with Martha. I didn't ask to, well, I did on Martha's, but these people came to me to share my book. You guys, you can do it. There's a message you have inside of you. You just have to dig deeper to find it. Get out of those voices, out of your head. They're not serving you. You have to fire them.
Yes.
Then
What would
write
you
down.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Martha. No,
What
go
would you
ahead.
say to somebody what would you say to somebody that's on the fence that is looking at Go for Gold and they're just like, is this like everything else? Is this like that other stuff that I spent too much money on and didn't actually get anything from? That's like the biggest question I always want to answer for people.
Okay, so Martha, I always go to the oils. Whenever there's a question, I go to the oils. I would say, let's put some magnify your purpose on your heart and then look at the purpose behind this journey. Because this is different.
Mm-hmm.
This is different. Not once. And what I love about Martha's program, not once Martha said, this drives me crazy, you guys, but this is me. Well, let's jump on a call. I don't have time for a call. I'm doing 11, 15 massages a week. I don't have time for a call.
Yeah.
Just let me, I'm a visual learner. I have to have it in front of me,
Yeah.
not auditory.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Martha's program is she does not push it
Right.
on anybody. So as that person sitting on the fence, say, well, let's try one of these oils on you. Magnify your purpose on your shoulders. And what is your purpose you can see with Young Living? What do you feel? I always go to the oils because the oils are what will sell them.
Yeah.
Then they're in
Yeah.
or into the future. Those are probably
I
3
love those.
or highest potential. Those are probably 3 oils that not a lot of people use.
Yeah.
So I have them put into the future right here between their eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, connect with that person, or I love to work on children. Connect with that little child that needs you, that needs these oils. Don't you think you need a system that Martha knows the products? Yeah. So who else is there? So what would be holding you back? And they'll give you 10 things. But again, Martha, those are all just chicken exits.
Yeah.
And you just let them spill it out. Just sit there listening to them. And then they'll take a deep breath, and that's when you have them. You wait for that deep breath, and that's when they're done with the chicken exits. Their emotional healing has started. And then you'll watch the tears like, yeah, I need this program.
Yeah. Yeah. I look forward to people. Well, I mean, it's very, in my opinion, it's very divine in its growth already, because it's already, there's thousands of people doing it.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even been around for a year yet.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
But I'm excited for all of Young Living to embrace it, and for us to really be able to push Gary's vision out into the world in a graceful way that people can accept. Because the way that we're doing it right now is a way that is very MLM-y, and people are like, no, I don't want to do that. We can approach it a different way. There's a different way to approach it, and that's what we're teaching is not in that way. So you don't even get that pushback. Like it's
not, and you're not pushy at all. And that's why I love the program, is because you're not pushy.
Yeah.
And like if you said, you let me jump on a call with you, I'm like, no, because I'm not an auditory learner.
Yeah.
I have to see it in front of me and let me teach it to myself.
When I don't have time to jump on calls with people either.
No.
And you guys don't have time to jump on calls.
I don't have time.
Right.
No. And to me, that is too salesy. That's what they want to do, is they want to sell their program to you, because they think if I've got you on a call, I'm going to keep talking to you till you say yes. No, I don't have time for that.
I won't even get on a call like that.
I won't either. And I don't like that. And so it's too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so that's what I loved about Go for Gold, is because it's set up step by step. I can, with my campaign, I listened to it for 2 hours when I was riding my bike yesterday, because there was something maybe I missed in it.
Yeah.
My lead magnet. You guys, what is a lead magnet? Why would I use it? Martha doesn't have time to sit and spoon feed us. It's not her job. This is our business. And I think that's the thing where people get lost, Martha, is they think it's your business and you need to do it for them. It's not my business. My business. And I need to push forward and allow myself to feel that struggle, to feel that growth, and set my goals and go for them. I mean, my husband told me my husband told me this morning, I had 6 people looked at my blog. 748 for 950, 51, 50. That's 56 people in 3 days.
Yes. Right.
Yay.
This is how you get out there.
That's how I get out there.
People are out there researching stuff. The reason classes don't work as well as they used to is because people empower themselves and they go and research. Are you where they're researching? That's going to determine whether you are in the buying decision or not, period. That's a full, complete sentence right there. That's awesome, Kaye. Well, I have to pop out of here, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
morning with me.
It was awesome.
I love it.
Let's just contribute this day to Gary.
Amen.
And use Valor for him. Valor was one of Gary's favorite oils.
Yes. Amen. And
thank you guys, my message, Martha, as we close, is you can do it. Just get out of your own way and just do it.
There it is. Mic drop.
Yes. Hey, thanks, Martha.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.